Today I'd like to show you an experiment which I just conducted with Apeuni speaking mock test. And in this experiment, you are going to see how I perform in each task, in each question in speaking module. And then I'm going to show you the templates that I use for describe image, task, and retail lecture. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you the result, my score report. And after watching this video, I hope that you're gonna get the clear picture of how you are going to deal with PTE academic exam, especially for speaking section. So let's go. Nature offers no greater splendor than the starry sky on a clear dark night, silent, timeless, jeweled with the constellations of ancient myth and legend. The night sky has inspired wonder throughout the ages, a wonder that leads our imaginations far from the confines of earth and the pace of the present day, out into boundless space and cosmic time itself. There is every reason to believe that effective regulations are not merely a luxury that only the rich can afford, but an important foundation for a thriving private sector and economic growth. But the broad pattern of the past 5 years has been that the main reform efforts are taking place in rich countries. Children as young as 14 months old will spontaneously help others for no reward, but a study of 3 to 5-year-olds found that although they would spontaneously draw pictures if they were given a reward for drawing pictures, then later they wouldn't make any drawings unless a reward was offered. There are many reasons why water tastes stale when it is kept for a long time. Microorganisms play a big role in this phenomenon. When they grow, they release chemicals into the water from their metabolic activity. This evaporates over time, so the absence of it from water left out for a long period brings about a change in taste. A study found that the research funded by the soft drinks industry had different results from research funded by other sources and went on to suggest that they may have been biased by the research itself. The whole point of the scientific methods is to ensure the research results are not influenced by the source of funding. Along with customary classes on subjects such as finance, accounting, and marketing, today's MBA students are enrolling on courses for environmental policy and stewardship. Indeed, more than half of business schools require a course in environmental sustainability or corporate social responsibility, according to a survey of 91 U.S. business schools published in October 2005. Many non-Japanese know a thing or two about traditional tea ceremony, its history, intricacies, and religious origins. However, few people outside Japan have a deep understanding of the esoteric meaning of the practice. Indeed, even in Japan, the secret meaning of tea ceremony is little understood, except by those who have devoted their life to the discipline.
Building trust is not anything that can be achieved overnight.
Building trust is not anything that can be achieved overnight.
There is not enough space for me in the car.
There is not enough space for me in the car.
Please make an appointment with your tutor about work.
Please make an appointment with your tutor about work.
The website has probably the most attractive designs and layouts.
The website has the most attractive designs and layout.
The head of the department is available by the third day.
The head of the department is available by the third day.
Soil erosion can be caused by increasing rainfall and changes in plant growth.
Soil erosion can be caused by increasing rainfall, changes in plant growth.
The quality is needed by a successful business manager, similar to those of the school.
The quality is needed by a successful business manager, similar to those of the school.
Modern businesses have adapted and been flexible in order to survive.
Modern businesses have adapted and been flexible in order to survive.
You may need to purchase an academic gown before the commencement.
You may need to purchase an academic gown before the commencement.
One study asked people to keep daily journals recording their appreciation for their partners.
One study asked people to keep daily journals recording their appreciation for their partners.
The university has a number of travel scholarships that students can apply for.
The university has a number of travel scholarships that students can apply for. The image gives information about volunteer work. The image gives information about volunteer work. It is a very beautiful image and I have to speak for 40 seconds about this image. There are different elements in the image which are volunteer work, percent 60, 50, 40, 30, 20 and 10%. Year 1990, 2000, 2003, 2004, comparing volunteer work between male and female, male and female. One of the elements is maximum and the other is minimum. To conclude, the image is very informative. The image gives information about weekly household spending Ireland. It is a very beautiful image and I have to speak for 40 seconds about this image. There are different elements in the image which are weekly household spending Ireland, 2015-2016, food at home, eating out, medical, holidays, transport, housing, €123, at home, eating out, €97, €26, €50 for medical, 124 for transport and holiday, €33, housing, €164. The image is informative. The image gives information about Bermuda Triangle. It is a very beautiful image and I have to speak for 40 seconds about this image. There are different elements in the image which are Bermuda, Florida, Gulf of Mexico, Bermuda Triangle, Puerto Rico, Caribbean Sea, Tropical of Cancer, 400 kilometers. One of the elements is maximum and the other is minimum. To conclude, the image is very informative.
But you can see from the relatively crooked and narrow streets of the city of Rome as they look from above today, you can see that again the city grew in a fairly ad hoc way, as I mentioned. It wasn't planned all at once, it just grew up over time, beginning in the 8th century BC. Now this is interesting, because what we know about the Romans is when they left to their own devices and they could build the city from scratch, they didn't let it grow in an ad hoc way. They structured it in a very methodical way. That was basically based on military strategy and military planning. The Romans, they couldn't have conquered the world without obviously having a masterful military enterprise. And they were everywhere. They went on their various campaigns, their various military campaigns. They would build camps, and these camps were always laid out in a very geometrical plan along a grid, usually square or rectangular.
The city of Rome was the main topic of the lecture. He talked about the city of Rome. The city grew, as I mentioned, when they left, built city from scratch, based on military plannings and also military enterprise and also build camps and also usually square. To conclude, the lecture was very informative.
What do we watch with a screen and a projector?
Movie, film,
When you bake a cake, what do you put the cake into?
oven,
What is the antonym of entrance?
exit,
What do we describe an event which happens once every year?
annual, annual,
What is the literature that withstands centuries?
classic, classic, classic literature,
What do we call the money an employer pay an employee because of the damage caused at work?
compensation. This is the score report of speaking section test 17A from Apeuni speaking mock test speaking section. You can see that I got speaking 86 by doing just speaking section mock test. I can also get 31 in listening and 24 in reading. But writing we just got nothing because there is no related task between writing and speaking. If you want to know more in detail in each and every question, you just click score analysis and you're gonna see all the detail. Scroll down, you can see every question that you just done in the mock test and you can improve from there. So that's it for speaking section 17A. I hope this video was helpful and you can learn something and apply for your exam preparation.